Hello and welcome to Old Time Knits. This is episode 24. My name is Marie and I'm coming to you from central New Hampshire. Today is September 8th, 2022. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Old Time Knits. This is my knitting podcast where I talk all about all of my fiber fun, mostly knitting, what's off the needles, on the needles, things I'd like to get on the needles, places that I visit, people that I meet, and yarny acquisitions. So if this sounds like something you would enjoy, then come on in and let's get started. Alrighty, before we get started with all of the knitting content, I have a lot of admin-y things to talk about today. And first and foremost, it is my 1 year podiversary, and I don't even know how that happened. 1 year, just like that. This has been such a wonderful and fun venture to have in my life, and I've met so many lovely people and enjoy it so much. So wow, 1 year down already, and here we are. And I do hope to continue, and I hope that you guys continue to enjoy it. So yay, another celebration. And speaking of celebrations, today I have winners drawn for the 1,000 subscriber prizes. Wow, I had a lot of comments. That was so fun doing that, and so many people were so gracious about my reaching my 1,000 subscribers. So thanks to everybody who participated. I'll be drawing that a little bit later in the podcast. And I also have the single sock make-along winners to announce, which I will also announce at the end of the podcast. So, whew. Oh, and I did have one more thing to mention. The Winter Woodland Knitting Retreat that I am co-hosting with Judy from the Autumn Acorn. The registration opened on September 1st and will continue through September 30th. There are a few spots left, so if you're interested, I will link the informational video there, and down below with everything else that I talk about today, I will link the Ravelry group where you can find the sign-up form. We are very excited about this. We've had a really nice response to it, and you know, we cannot wait for that to happen. So yes, so that is, I think, all the admin-y stuff. Gosh, there was a lot to talk about. So let me see what I can find to talk about for knitting. All right, here we go. We're going to start with finished objects. I have 3 of them today. Yeah, 3 of those and a couple of works in progress. So the first one was a work in progress in my last video, and here it is. This is the Flax by Tin Can Knits, and this is for my granddaughter Annabelle. It's super pattern. When I did mine, I did not do the pattern has pearl ribbing going down the sleeves, and I opted not to do that this time. Just wanted something easy peasy. And this is my first time really doing stripes in that pattern, and it's so fun because it goes so fast. You're just anxious to get to the next stripe, and it happens relatively quick. So for my striping, I did 6 rows of the purple and 2 rows of the gray. All the way, and that made it easy to keep track of. So, excuse me. Let me give you some details. So for the body, I used a US size 7, 4.5 millimeter, and for the ribbing, I used size 5, which is a 3.75 millimeter. I used, let me see if I can find it here. I used 100% acrylic. Big Twist is the name. This is from Joanne Fabrics. And this is 100% acrylic. Here's the back of the label. And I chose this yarn because I needed something that was going to be able to be thrown in the washer and the dryer, no questions asked. And this was washed and dried for, I always try and do that for the first time to make sure everything's okay. And it appears to be just fine. I've seen a few other podcasters talking about this yarn, so I thought I'd give it a try. It really isn't, it's really great. It seems to have softened up, and from what I understand, it gets a little softer over time. So this is the size 8 to 10-year-old. Annabelle is 9 years old, and she has I think it's a 28-inch chest, so that was the correct size. I love this pattern because it has a multitude of sizes on it, and I have made this for them as they've grown in different sizes. So it's a great pattern. So yeah, that is my first finished object. I just love this color. She's going to be excited. This is also a Christmas gift. Yeah, so again, you know, trying to rack those off of my list. All right, and then I decided that I wanted to make a cardigan, for me. So here's my next finished object. Here it is. Well, that is showing so bright in this light. It is not that bright. It's more of a burnt orange. This is the Felix cardigan. It's kind of getting blown out. I love this. And I will insert some footage of me wearing it. What a great knit. Easy. And these raglan increases are so sweet. This has been on my list for a while to make. I'm glad that I did make it. And these, I just got some buttons I got them from my local yarn store. And they're pretty simple, but I actually got them for another project and ended up not using them for that, and so they worked out perfectly for this. All right, let me talk about the, first of all, the size that I made was the 43.5-inch bust, and I am a 40-inch bust. So that was the size 2. I used a US size 8 5mm for the ribbing, and I used a size 10.5 for the main body, and that was 6.5mm. We started this at the end of August 28th, and I finished it September 5th, so that was a pretty quick turnaround. Whoops, sorry for the noise. And so the find the yarn. Where is it? Okay. The yarn that I used, I did this because I wanted to see how it would work out on a popular pattern. And so here it is. I used the big twist. Whoops, am I upside down? I'm sorry. The big twist. It's the same as I used for Annabelle. It is 100% acrylic, and I wanted to try and find a budget-friendly option for some of the more popular patterns and see how they worked out. This yarn, I'm telling you, even though it's 100% acrylic, I know that's not everybody's thing. It is so soft, and I think it came out nice. You'll see in the video footage, if you haven't already, how nice it is. So it is so budget friendly, and even though, you know, a lot of people are against acrylic, I'm not. I'm not a yarn snob. I do like a really nice, you know, woolly wool, and but I use all kinds of yarns, and so I thought I would try that as an option in my own. I'm very happy with it so far. We'll see how it wears, if it's going to turn into a big giant pill mess. I don't really know, but I'm really happy that I made that, and so hopefully you'll have seen the footage and see how good it fits. It really was very easy to work with. This is a worsted weight yarn, Like I said, this is showing up so bright on the camera. It's really not that bright. It's more of a burnt orange. It's called rust. So if you need an economical way to make a sweater, you know, a lot of the other yarns just aren't affordable for everybody. So, and people are on fixed budgets sometimes. So I would highly recommend this. I'm impressed. So far, so good. We'll see how it wears, and I will keep you updated on that. So that was kind of interesting to be able to do that. Do I have sweater quantities I could have used in other yarns? Sure I do, but I really wanted to try that out. After I did Annabelle's sweater, it made me realize, wow, this is a pretty nice yarn. So yeah, so that is finished object number 2, and I don't know if I said in the beginning, but I will have links to all of these projects down below. I have to get some pictures of that so I can put it on my Ravelry page. All right, and my third and final item is a pair of socks. And these socks were my travel knitting. Love this color. And this yarn, I was using up remnants. I made my daughter a pair of socks in the same yarns opposite, the lighter color here and the darker color here. So these yarns are, the first one is Dirty Water Dye Works. And this is on her Lucia DK 7525. And it is in the Sea Glass colorway. She's died in Boston. She's local, pretty much local to me. And then the lighter color for the heels and toes was Northwood Fibers, which I love, in their Hemlock DK in the Winter Dreams colorway. So I do still have a little bit left over of each of these. Not sure what I'll do with them. You know, I will probably do some scrappy socks with them, but really happy with how these came out. And these are for me. So these are the bigger feet. I did 12 rows for my ribbing. I did 34 rounds for my leg, heel flap, and gusset, and then 44 rounds for my foot because I have a big foot. These blockers are not the right size, and then just a rounded toe. So happy to have those off the needles because now I can put on, you know, I'll probably put on a pair of self-striping for my travel knitting now. You'll see in acquisitions. I got some new yarn. It's fun. So yeah, so that is all of my finished objects. That wasn't a whole lot. Last time I had so many and I felt like, oh my gosh, that was too much. But I had thoroughly enjoyed getting things off the needles and loving the you know, looking forward to the fall knitting, even though it's very hot like everywhere else. You know, I'm looking forward to the fall incredibly. So, all right. Okay, next up I have my works in progress. I just have 2 of them today. And the first one is in a bag. This is one of my favorite bags. This is from, I don't know if you can see it, Hohe & Co. There. And this is the hobo bag. I got this quite a while ago. It's one of my favorites. It has crossband straps in it that draw it together. It's all leather, very, very nice. Okay, let me get my stuff out. I just started this. This is a sample knit for my local yarn store, which is the Elegant U in Concord. And this is called the Cygnus cowl. And I'll put a picture of it up here on the screen. Just trying to decide if I have my tags. I do. Okay. All right. So I just barely started this. This is a colorwork cowl. I am using a US 4 and a US size 6 needles. US 4 3.75 millimeter and US 6 4mm. And I'll talk about the yarn in a minute. Like I said, it's going to be kind of hard to show because I just cast it on. But here it is. It's going to be so pretty. It's deep dark burgundy color and then the colorful color. I probably shouldn't even be showing you. There's really not enough to show. But anyway, it's in the round. It's a tube and it is stranded color work. So the yarns that I am using, and my yarn shop owner chose them. This is the first one. This is Maria. It's Mana del Uruguay. And it is 100% wool. It's a DK weight. And it's in the Tabac, T-A-B-A-C colorway. That is the colorful one. And then the second one is called Sammy. And it's in the Bing Cherry colorway, which is appropriate. So I'm going to show you those yarns. Okay, here's this one. And again, everything seems to be blowing out today. It's much darker. That's a better representation of it. Beautiful yarn, so soft. And then this is the other one, which has so many colors in it. It is really, really pretty, super pretty. So it's fun because it's, you can't, like I say, you can't really see too much, but it's going to change. There we go. It's going to do all this color changing, and it's a very simple pattern, easy to follow. The chart, it's charted, I think it might be written too, but I'm following the chart. I know that I say that, maybe not. I'm following the chart. I'm not much of a chart girl. I usually, you know, I can't handle big complicated charts. I always use the written instructions, but this one, it really seems, it's a very simple chart, easy to follow. So obviously charts in the round are easier to follow anyway. So it's going to take a skein, each of these skeins, it's a 2 skein project. So it's been really fun. I do have to concentrate on this one. This is not a no-brainer for me. And I did take and mark off my repeats with markers so that I wouldn't mess it up, because I have been there and done that, and that is just no fun to mess up. And I do not like tinking back, especially in stranded color work. So yeah, so that is the first work in progress. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. And I haven't used this Hohi bag for a while. So that was really funny because I slipped my two cards from my yarns inside the back pocket, and I just pulled them out, and out came a 20. Don't you just love when things like that happen? Sometimes I use this bag for a little purse, and gosh, awesome. So yeah, that was funny. Anyway, that was my first work in progress. Words today. Good grief, I'm having a fumbling over myself. Must be the weather. All right, and then my second work in progress is in one of my favorite little bags. You guys have seen this before. This is a Stitchy Girl Studio. Oh, my little echinacea cone flowers all over it. And this is just a simple pair of socks for my Annabelle. Oh, I lost the tag. Oh man, I don't even know who the dyer is on this. Cast these on a while ago, and I'm just now picking them back up. I have a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, here's the first one. Gosh, I'm not sure who the dyer is on this, guys. I want to say Freckled Whimsy, but I might be wrong. So pretty though. Annabelle chose this. I think it's called Starry Starry Night. Ooh, I wish I knew who the dyer was. I'm so sorry. I will find that out, and it may even be on my project page, if I have a project page. Anyway, I'm doing a shorty sock for her, like I always do. This is a DK weight. So I do 10 rounds. I think I might have done more on this one. 12 rounds for the cuff, 10 rounds for the leg, and then I start the heel flap. And these really, really do go by quickly. So these won't take me long at all to finish, but she chose the yarn. It really is cool. I love it when dyers do this self-striping thing where they speckle it in between. It really, yeah, it's really awesome. So these are on a US 3.25 millimeter. Honestly, I have fumbled my whole way through this episode. I'm so sorry. You get the gist of it. Anyway, I wanted to remind people that I made, I'm using for my measurement on Annabelle's foot, I made a outline of her foot, and I glued it to just a manila file folder, and on the back is her brother's. These are awesome because I get a good fit every single time. You know, you can use a sock ruler and that works too, but I like this because it's the actual shape of their foot. It's really hard to do it because I don't have enough of a sock, but you get the idea. You put it in the heel area, and I don't know, it's just awesome because it goes to the shape of their foot, and it comes out right every single time. And I do update that at least once a year, if not a little bit more often. I will retrace their foot so that I have an updated version of it. But yeah, it's a great way to do it, and then it's a sure fit every single time. So all right, I have some acquisitions. Let me get them. On to acquisitions. I have, as if you've been around with me here for a bit, you know that I have my favorite dyers, and I do love a self-striping yarn, and I love it in a DK. I am a DK sock girl all the way. So oftentimes when these dyers have their updates, I watch them. I don't always buy, but it's fall, and now I have to because these are all of my favorites. All right, so the first one is, again, Northwoods Fibers in her Hemlock DK base. Oh, and this base is 75 superwash merino and 25% nylon. There's 245 yards. It makes for the perfect DK weight sock. And this is in her Practical Magic colorway. Oh, look at all of the colors. So many good colors. So these are going to be super fun. I love all of the dark colors. I like the muted. It's fun that it came with a dark black. I think it's black. Yeah, it looks almost navy in that picture, but it came with a black. I've never worked with a black DK, so I've never done heels or toes in black, so that would be interesting. All right, and then the second dyer that had a fall update is another of my favorites. And this is Polka Dot Creek. And this is in her DK self-striping sock, 75-25 with 245 yards. And the color is called Sweater Weather. And the two minis are Waffle Cone. Come on. The names people come up with. So yeah, super nice. And actually, this is the second time I've purchased this sock set. I have one from last year, and I love it so much that I think I'd like another pair. So it's great. And it has that, like on Annabelle's sock, it has that speckled. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if this is Polka Dot Creek. It might be. I know the colorway is Starry, Starry Night. It might be Polka Dot Creek. It probably is. I'm almost positive now that I'm talking through it. All right, and then the second one that I got is also Polka Dot Creek. Same self-striping sock set. And this is her Thankful colorway, and the little minis are Black Coffee, which is a dark, dark brown. Look at the colors in this. So beautiful. So beautiful. Truly love. I love how her yarn knits up. I love how she does her striping, and it holds up very, very well. So yeah, that was all of my acquisitions, I think. I am looking for something to cast on, so I'm gonna see if I can get you guys to give me some suggestions. Don't have any specific wants or desires to cast on, but if you guys have something interesting to cast on, then leave me a comment down below and let me know. I love it when people suggest patterns and I can go look them up. So please give me some ideas. I'm all about the fall and the fall colors right now. So yeah, so one of those self-stripers will go on my needles for my travel knitting, because I did finish my pair of travel knitting socks. So all right, shall we get on to some prizes? Mm-hmm. All right, so the first thing I'm going to, prizes I'm going to announce are the, for the single sock make-along, which I hosted from May and it ended August 31st. And the idea was to make some scrappy socks using up random scraps, just a single sock. My grandkids love their mismatched socks, so that was where the idea came from. And so I chose two winners. Let me see, we got prizes here. Sorry for the crinkling. I did not want to open the prizes. So here is one prize. A skein of Swanky Swanky sock from Magpie Fibers, and a project bag from Little Robin Cottage, and a little set of minis that Lacey sent along with the project bag. So that is one of the prizes. And then the second prize was another skein of Magpie Fibers Swanky sock and a set of little pencil needle stoppers and another project bag. So that was prize number 2. And I had said that you could post in the Ravelry, on the Ravelry thread, your finished objects, and then under the hashtag single socks for the win. And so the winner for the hashtag was Frankie's Knits. I'll put it on the screen. And the winner for the Ravelry was post number 18, Dogs and Cats. So if you could all reach out to me at my email, I will not reach out to you. I will not comment anywhere that you've won. You can reach out to me via email, or the Instagram winner can reach out to me in a direct message. And my email is down below. Sorry, I was trying to think of what I was trying to say. So yeah, please reach out to me, and we can get those prizes in the mail to you. And then I have prizes for the 1,000 subscriber celebration. And I have 3 winners, and they are Melissa Chapman. I will put them on the screen. And she won the skein of Falling in Love. Okay, and then the next winner was Joy. Put it on the screen. And she won the Keep On Keeping On from Freckled Whimsy. And the third one was Woolly Kim, and you won the Nightshade. Again, if you could reach out to me, it's oldtimeknitting@gmail.com, and I can get your address information and get you your prizes sent out. So, Whew, that was a heck of a lot of prizes to draw. So fun. I love being able to do that. So, all right. And so I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I did want to mention that I'm headed to headed with my friend Judy to a retreat in Maine. It's the New England Knitters hosting the retreat, and this is my first actual retreat I've been to, so I'm super excited and looking forward to just enjoying myself. It's been so busy and I've been running that I really just need a little bit of downtime. So hopefully it is everything that we imagine it will be. We're very excited to be going. So, all right, everybody. Again, thank you so much for all your support and joining me. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. It helps get my channel out there and helps get people to find me. And every time I do an episode, I'm gaining new people, and I just love that. So feel free to comment below with any pattern suggestions, or let me know what you're working on. It doesn't matter. I love the comments, and I try and comment back to you as soon as I can. So thank you so much, everybody. Stay well and happy knitting. Take care. Bye.